Hi, I'm Justin Amos, and I'm the CEO of Lygon, and we're here in downtown CBD of Sydney, where we're headquartered. Lygon is a market operator that's brought to the financial services a piece of financial market infrastructure that solves for a 200-year-old problem, which is the paper-based system for issuing and managing bank guarantees. We're the first firm in Australia to bring distributed ledger technologies into financial markets and go live with a national platform. A little bit about myself. I've been fortunate in my career to have been challenged as new technologies have evolved and how to make them improve customer services, predominantly in financial markets. We absolutely believe that the foundational approach that we took to bringing this product to market went straight into the customers to solve pain points for themselves. We're going to go into some more details now about what exactly is Lygon and where it fits both in the domestic market here, as we're launching also across the Tasman in New Zealand, and where we're going to take the company outside of these two domestic markets that we're operating in.
The bank guarantee process as it stands today is an onerous, paper-based process that varies from one issuer to another. That results in a poor customer experience, but also an increased time and effort in management of those bank guarantees. Lygon is currently in early growth stage where we have released a platform to market, we are getting customers onto the platform, and we are continuing to develop new features and rolling out new features and capability to our customer base. The initial conversations around digitizing bank guarantees and collaborating with Westpac, ANZ, IBM and Scentre Group were initially had on Lygon Street in Melbourne. That resonated with the group to name the company Lygon. Lygon digitizes the bank guarantee process end to end, from request to issuance. This benefits all three parties by providing 24/7 access, security and visibility of the bank guarantee. Lygon started as a true customer-driven initiative where corporates and financial institutions got into a room to discuss the bank guarantee process and the problems associated with the bank guarantee process. From there was a collaboration between ANZ, Westpac, IBM and Scentre Group to test distributed ledger technology as a way to solve the problems raised with those initial conversations.
The problem is there isn't a single bank guarantee process. So what happens today is multiple large firms will go to their banks, all of which will have their own unique process on how to issue a bank guarantee. Lygon fundamentally improves this process by removing the paper guarantee, which is really at the heart of the problem. How do we actually do that? We've created a legal framework in concert with our partners, issuers, beneficiaries, and IBM and international lawyers to be able to curate a digital framework and a legal document that's in digital form. We've launched for a start. So we have brought the firm to market on February 9th, and we are driving that forward here in Australia first. In parallel to that growth, we're also establishing a footprint in New Zealand, and then later on in this year, we'll be establishing footprints in Singapore, the UK, and North America. Lygon came about from some of the illustrious ideation processes between our COO, Rodolf, and the head of design at IBM, who were sat down having a coffee on Lygon Street in Melbourne, and that's the best they could do. It's a full stack distributed ledger technology platform that's built in partnership with IBM. IBM have Hyperledger Fabric, which is the Linux Hyperledger Foundation's open source technology, which IBM have taken in-house and built their solutions on. You could call it blockchain. It's got most of the architectural components of what blockchain is, and it's operating on IBM's blockchain platform known as IBP. We have a short-term goal of getting to what we're calling 80-80, which is 80% of all issuers in Australia on our platform, with 80% of all of the types of guarantees that can be brought on to our platform. And we're very confident we're going to achieve that in 2021 because we're actually quite close to it already. So that short-term goal is a very achievable goal, and that gives us the vertical growth in this economy. We have a longer-term strategy to see some horizontal growth of both those types of guarantees in other jurisdictions or economies that are not too dissimilar to Australia in terms of the legal frameworks, and we're also going to be adding more types of financial assets into our platform.